Welcome to Story Time. I'm your host, Mrs. Sutker. Well, the camera is a little weird today, but I want to read you this book and I want you to be able to see everything. The title of this book is called How Do You Know It's Spring? I'd like you to take a few moments and think about, how do you know it's spring? Excellent work. Boys and girls, I'm going to read you this book, How Do You Know It's Spring? And when we're done, I want you to think about, how do you know it's spring? I want you to be able to draw a picture or write a few sentences, paragraphs about how do you know it's spring. And also, while I was reading this book to myself to practice first, I saw a few things that I like to do in the spring. So maybe you might want to share some things or draw about some things you like to do in the spring too. The title of this book is How Do You Know It's Spring? And it is by Lisa Harrington. What do you notice on the front of this page? Yeah, me too. I notice a cute little girl in a polka dotted rain hat and raincoat and cute little polka dotted pants. And it's raining and she's holding flowers. Here we go. How do you know it's spring? Before we get started, I want to share with you the table of contents. I know most of you do know what a table of contents is. Yes, a table of contents is going to tell you what pages you might find certain information in the text. Excellent. Welcome, spring. Flowers bloom, birds chirp and sing. Kites blow in the wind. That is how we know it is spring. And then there's a little bubble over here pointing to the girl, telling us something about this picture. Daffodils, like the ones in this field, are some of the first flowers of spring. Do you remember seeing daffodils maybe a few weeks ago? There might still be some out. These photos show a tree in 4 seasons. There are 4 seasons in each year. Each season lasts about 3 months. Spring is the season that comes after winter. Fun fact, the first day of spring is March 20th. Oh, that was a while back and it was still cold and snowy out then. But speaking of weather, what's the weather? In spring, the air gets warmer. The days are longer. That means it stays light in the evening for longer time. The warm weather melts winter snow and ice. Yes, very good. That is true. Thumbs up. And then this little box says, crocus flowers are breaking through the last snow of winter. You probably see those on walks too. Oh, how many of you have flown a kite before? Excellent. Some spring days are sunny, others are windy. We are ready to put our winter clothes away. Spring is in the air. Fun fact, the seasons are opposite in the northern and southern parts of the world. When it is spring in the United States, for example, it is fall in Australia. That's on the other end of the earth. plants and animals in spring. The warm, wet weather helps plants grow. Flowers pop up. The grass sprouts. Farmers plant their crops. This farmer is using a tractor for planting seeds. Speaking of planting seeds, have any of you started to plant any flowers or fruits or vegetables? Excellent. Buds form on trees. They open into leaves and flowers. This photo shows a flower, buds, and leaves on an apple blossom tree. And you know you're going to make apple pie in the fall. Many birds migrate back from their warm winter homes. They build nests, they lay eggs, and wait for babies to hatch. They bring their chicks food to eat. These weed wobbler chicks are waiting for something to eat. Fun fact: the return of robins is an early sign of spring. Think about that. Can you guys hear some of the birds? Yep, I hear them too. Kids in spring. In spring, we plant seeds in gardens. They will grow into vegetables and flowers. I did just ask a few minutes ago if you planted anything yet. This girl is helping her father plant vegetables in the garden. Fun fact, in spring we celebrate Earth Day on April 22nd. We learn how to care for our planet. We spend more time outdoors, we ride our bikes, we have fun at the park. I know. Yes, I do that too. This family is enjoying a bike ride on a beautiful spring day. Do you go on bike rides? Oh, yes, here is soccer. We can play tennis and soccer. What is your favorite thing to do in spring? Boys and girls, thank you for listening to the... Oops! Sorry. Thank you for listening to this story. Again, please draw a picture or write a sentence or two or a paragraph about something that you do in the spring. See you later.